I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Bulgari. Today, I'll be your guide to the usage and care of your Bulgari Octo Roma automatic. Now, it's important to note that though this is an automatic winding watch by case-back winding rotor, nevertheless you can manually wind the timepiece by taking the crown in position 1 flush to the case and turning it 20 to 30 turns in the clockwise direction. You'll see the seconds hand advancing. That's your sign that the watch is now running. You can set the time and the date. However, I should note that should you wish to wind the watch to its maximum rated power reserve of 42 hours, simply continue turning. Listen for a subtle click or tick from within the movement. That's your audible cue that the mainspring, which is a bridle style, has slipped to relieve excess strain. It does this by design so that you cannot accidentally overwind the watch, but it also serves as your audible cue that the watch is fully wound. Now you note I've pulled the crown out 2 detents from flush to the case. This is known as stop seconds or setting. I've halted the seconds hand at 12 o'clock. Now I go online, I find a known accurate reference such as an online atomic clock, I set my watch to the same hour as the atomic clock and the next nearest minute. Now I wait for the atomic clock reference to catch up to the hour and the minute and the second that I've caught. When they match, push the crown back in, resume the beat of the balance. Now you've synchronized your reference time. Note that if you wish to set the watch forward, turn it in a counterclockwise direction by the crown. Now, there's also a quick set for the date. It's 1 detent out from flush winding position, 1 detent in from stop seconds. In this position, I have the ability to quickly cycle the date. This is useful if the watch should run down, be left untended for a while, or encounter an irregular length month. Simply turn in that intermediate position in a clockwise direction to cycle the date. Take note, this function should never be used between the hours of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m., as that is the danger zone during which the movement is engaged in automatic jumping of the date indication. Never attempt to use the quick set from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. You must roll through the date change, pull the crown out, and manually turn it through the date change at 12 o'clock. If you're near midnight, you'll know because the date will change as you roll through. Simply take the watch out of the danger zone before you then go back and utilize the quick set function. Now, there are 3 primary areas of hazard with respect to the ownership of your watch: water, magnetism, and shock. Now, this watch is 50 meters water resistant, which is sufficient for surface bathing or wading, but not professional diving. But take note, a leather strap, as featured here, is a natural porous material that is never water resistant. Therefore, the watch should be placed on a water resistant band prior to aquatic exposure. Moreover, you can help to avoid accidental drowning by keeping the crown flush to the case and unused for winding or setting, not just while the watch is submerged, but even if there is simply water on the case, as attempting to wind or set a wet watch can introduce water to the interior of the watch to catastrophic mechanical and cosmetic consequences. Now, water resistance also is not a static feature of your timepiece. Gradually, as seals and lubricants degrade, the watch will be relatively less water resistant. Therefore, Bulgari recommends at least once every 2 years, having the watch water tested at an authorized service center to ensure that it remains 50 meters water resistant. Magnetism, though it can be corrected, is ubiquitous and unseen. Now, magnetism will change the state of the ferrous hairspring at the center of your watch's beating balance, its heartbeat, essentially. A magnetized hairspring will cause a watch to run erratically, either fast or slow. Therefore, keep the watch remote from powerful magnetic sources such as high-powered wiring looms, speakers or subwoofers, the closures of wallets or purses or refrigerator doors, as well as MRI equipment. And if you suspect due to erratic running, fast or slow, that your watch has become magnetized, take it to a Bulgari authorized service center where specialized equipment is available to quickly and easily demagnetize your watch. Shock and concussion, however, can cause more permanent afflictions, anything from poor timekeeping to outright stoppage of the movement. So ensure the watch is disused during concussive activities such as firearms marksmanship, batting, tennis, or golf, or the riding of ATVs or mountain bikes. Finally, every fine timepiece requires periodic service every 2 to 3 years for a minor service and inspection per Bulgari, which will involve a check of water resistance, cosmetic condition, as well as chronometric performance, to a comprehensive service recommended every 3 to 5 years. That will involve replacement of a worn strap if necessary, restoration of factory case finish, cleaning, oiling, and adjustment of the caliber to restore its precision. This should be performed solely at an authorized service center of Bulgari, as these agencies solely have the trained personnel, original Bulgari factory replacement parts, as well as specialized equipment to protect the value of your watch as both instrument and as investment. Moreover, these agencies solely are able to back all labor and parts invested with a Bulgari factory service warranty. Finally, visit our website at govbergwatches.com and call, text, or email our experts who will be happy to walk you through every phase of the usage and care of this or any Bulgari fine Swiss timepiece.